So my name is Lis Goulder Williams and I am the product manager for RI Witness. I've just taken on the role, but I've been working with RI Witness for the last 13 years, so I'm so excited about this new position. We really want RI Witness to develop and meet the needs of clinics today, but also those in the future. So it's so exciting listening to customers, many of them I've known for years, others I've never met before, our colleagues, and also just looking out at the wider industry to see what we can learn from other people. So I started with RI back in 2011, and it was really seen as a solution to address security issues. We know that every embryologist, every clinic does their utmost to make sure that no mismatch, no errors take place, but we're all human. It happens, unfortunately. Very rarely, but it does happen. What's exciting is we've seen how RI Witness really has helped reduce errors within labs. But moving forward, we're not only addressing the security issue, we're looking at other challenges that clinics have. This could be staff retention, this could be patient attraction, this could be increasing efficiencies within the laboratory. And RI Witness plays a part in all of those, addressing all of those. What makes RI Witness different is that it truly witnesses every step that takes place in the work area. Unlike other electronic witnesses systems that require the embryologist to actively log and record each movement that they make, RI Witness acts as your guardian angel. It witnesses, it tracks all the activity within the work area, making sure that the SOP is adhered to, stopping you bringing any other patient's samples into that work area. It offers peace of mind for the embryologists. And I don't know the number of times I've talked to lab directors or embryologists who say that at night they can actually sleep better because they don't have that doubt going on in their mind whether they did this procedure correctly or they logged off or they carried out a certain protocol in the way that it was supposed to be. It gives them complete peace of mind. So in addition, RI Witness also helps improve staff productivity. How does it do it? Well, it eliminates the need at every witnessing point to call a manual double witness, a second person to come and verify the identity of the samples in the work area. Not only does this interrupt the other person, but it also adds traffic around the laboratory. We've also seen studies stating that it benefits staff well-being. It reduces stress, it reduces doubt in that they've done everything as they should do. It gives them peace of mind, and especially in a time when IVF procedures are becoming more complex, there's more pressure to get more cycles done, we have more patients, patient numbers are growing. It's really important that we look after the well-being of our staff. Staff are becoming harder and harder to recruit, so retaining your staff, keeping them happy is increasingly crucial. I think what's really exciting is the fact that RI Witness can gather so much information about what's happening in the lab, from looking at the timings of procedures to how the equipment is being used in the laboratory. So some staff might be taking slightly longer, or in actual fact, they might be rushing procedures, which could potentially have detrimental effects on outcomes. So with all this data now, we've created RI Witness IQ. So RI Witness IQ is really useful for clinics that are a part of a big group. When you're looking at how you can standardize procedures, it can show the outliers. It can show the differences between the working practices. It is really exciting because you can bring so much data together and actually gain true data insights in your practice, what you're doing, what you need to address, and potentially where you need to go. With the increasing number of clinics out there, it's harder for clinics to differentiate themselves from others. But by using RI Witness, you can really step up. You're showing that you're going that extra mile. So we know that the patient journey can be really arduous. There are a lot of stresses and strains. but offering them the peace of mind that they know that their egg and their sperm is being used to create the much desired baby that they've always wanted will give them that extra confidence that you as a clinic are doing everything you could possibly do to help them reach that goal. So in 2004, the HFEA in the UK mandated that all clinics had to double witness the critical steps within the IVF cycle. In 2007, we introduced RI Witness. It was first installed in one clinic in the UK and one clinic in the US, and they're still using the system today. It's still safeguarding all of their cycles and all of their patients. We've seen it develop considerably over the years, and we've also seen the spread around the world. And I'm really proud to say that we're moving towards every single cycle being witnessed and safeguarded by RI Witness in some countries. I think it's incredible. You know, we've moved on so far since those first two installations back in 2007. And the fact that clinics understand that the benefits of using such a system as RI Witness gives not only their staff confidence, but also patients' confidence. I think what's really important is that we've got such a strong team who work globally, and they will hold your hand to help you identify what you really need out of the system, create a protocol that works for you, that reflects what you're already doing, and also provides the training and support once the system has been installed so that you can use it optimally and get efficiency straight away. The feedback I hear from many of the fertility professionals who use the system is that they don't want to move to another clinic that doesn't have it. It gives them the assurance that they're doing things correctly. It gives them peace of mind, but it offers them more. It offers them the ability to make informed decisions through the data that's collected. It can make lab efficiencies. It can identify areas that need to be addressed. It really is the support system that every clinic needs. IVF mismatches do happen, but very rarely. We know the likelihood is very, very small. However, we're human beings at the end of the day, and things can happen. Therefore, it's really important that you can use such a tool as RI Witness to help safeguard against things happening. Things that have not only a major impact for the patient, it can be devastating, but also the clinic and the staff who work in the clinic. So taking that little extra step can mean so much more. What's really exciting is the possibility of connectivity, using RI Witness not only to secure, but also to track data. And we're seeing that more and more. We're looking at how we can take RI Witness into the next generation, how we can use it as a tool for data collection, not just looking at duration or location or embryologist, but more. So I'm really excited in how together we can move things forward, the use of technology and solutions and data to really benefit clinics in the future. What's interesting is a patient's involvement within the fertility cycle and how RI Witness can really help this. So when a patient comes to a clinic, they're given an ID card, and this is logged with their individual identification. Then, when they provide the sample, it is put into a dish with an RFID tag, and that individual ID is transferred to that dish. And each time that dish is put into a reader, we can see whose sample it is. Then, if it's moved on, for example, to a fertilization dish, again, it locks and carries that identification on. This means that if any other patient samples are brought into the same work area, a huge alarm goes off, making sure that any procedure is stopped and the potential for mismatch is eliminated. But what's really also important is that at the time of transfer, the patient can come, the lady can come into the theatre or the operating room, and they can put in their ID card. This is linked to the workstation where the embryo is being prepared and being put into the catheter, and it can confirm and validate that the right embryo is being transferred to the right patient. Furthermore, we will position a TV in the operating room and they can see their embryo. That gives them that extra reassurance because there's a picture of their embryo, their perfect embryo, with their name, their individual ID, their details. So they've got peace of mind that they're getting the correct embryo transferred. So this is how RI Witness works through the eyes of a patient. RI Witness is so much more than a security system. It truly is an ART management system. It offers data insights, it offers efficiencies, it offers staff welfare benefits, it offers patient confidence. It can really differentiate your clinic from the other clinics around you. It's so much more.